So in 2013, I have seen over 15 newly released feature films, and by far, Prisoners is the absolute best one I have seen this year. After two neighboring families join together for Thanksgiving dinner, they soon discover their young daughters have gone missing. As minutes turn to hours, panic sets in. Heading up the investigation, Detective Loki arrests a prime suspect, but a lack of evidence forces his release. As the police pursue multiple leads and pressure mounts, knowing his child's life is at stake, the frantic Keller Dover decides he has no choice but to take matters into his own hands. But just how far will this desperate father go to protect his family? Okay, first off, if you watched the trailers for Prisoners and you thought maybe a little bit like I did that it gave away a little too much plot progression, a little too many plot turns here and there, do not worry. Prisoners is layered with so much substance and character and emotion and plot subtleties that no trailer could ever possibly accurately convey that kind of depth and detail. There's so much more to see in this film than what you see in the trailers. And this film, directed by Denis Villeneuve, is remarkable. This film is so good, I have absolutely no negative things to say about it. And there goes the whole review. No, this film is fantastic. This movie is thrilling, taut, suspenseful, and filled with an incredible cast. Hugh Jackman, which is really the thing that gravitated me towards the film, because I think Hugh Jackman is a fantastic, amazing actor. And this film solidifies that belief. He does one of the most incredible performances I've ever seen from him. I think he deserves Academy Award quality nominations for the performance that he puts forth in this film. It is that fucking amazing, that riveting, that emotionally charged. Because he plays this character who has the philosophy of preparing for the absolute worst, but praying for the best. So he's always protected his family from the worst eventualities, the worst dangers. But now he's thrust into this situation where he has to take matters into his own hands and do the unspeakable, unimaginable things that he never would have possibly dreamt he could have done. And it's all about bringing his daughter back, safe and sound. And Jackman does things in this role that push it to the level of greatness. And then he goes beyond that to extraordinary levels. There is such pure, raw, visceral emotion coming from him. The conviction that he puts in this role is just stunning. It's amazing. This is absolutely an Oscar caliber performance that I hope like hell he gets considered, he gets recognized for this. It is one of the absolute best performances I've ever seen from him, and I think he's one of the best actors working today. He puts so much commitment into everything. And Jake Gyllenhaal is also great in this film, portraying Detective Loki. He's a little more unique of a character, a little bit more unique of a cop. He's got they put in these little nuances, like he's got these odd tattoos on his hands, on his neck, these little nuances, little bits and pieces of the character that they're never really explored, but they're there. They add a unique quality to him that you can read a little something into how he works, how he thinks, how he kind of operates, and he's just great in this film that he has such a sense of confidence that nothing's cliche in this film. That's the great thing. There's nothing cliche. There's no easy way out. There's no shortcuts taken. Loki, this Detective Loki character, he has a great sense of confidence and empathy for the Birches and the Dovers, and be able to feel their pain and commit himself fully and dedicate himself completely to this case, to solving it, finding out who is responsible for all this stuff. And he just has this great sense of exchange and dynamic with everyone. And this cast is just phenomenal all the way. You got Terrence Howard in there, Melissa Leo, Maria Bello, just awesome cast. Everyone does a fantastic, amazing, solid, incredible performance in this film that just fills it out with such depth and dimension and raw power of emotion. And the mystery in this film is greatly well crafted. There are a lot of plot elements, but there's never a red herring. There's never a false lead, and I love that. I love that every single piece of evidence, every detail, every aspect of this plot all weaves together to the greater mystery. Everything is essential to figuring out who is the abductor, to leading everyone down the right path. Everything is so well constructed, and the beauty of this film is how well paced it is. Everything is very conservative in how it's shot, how it's edited. Everything moves along at a very absorbing pace that you can absorb the emotion and the drama and the impact of every single frame in this film, every shot in this film, because this is shot by Roger Deakins, who also shot Skyfall, which was an amazing visual masterpiece. I think it was immaculately shot. It looks amazing, and this film is no shortcoming on that. This is an amazingly well shot film, and just the fact that, like, early on in the film they play a lot of short scenes out in just this wide masters, where you just get the whole scope of things. You just got a great visual impact of things. And the film goes on, and you still keep getting that feeling that this thing is just so well shot. There's such a precision artistry at work in every single technical aspect of this film. Even the score is fantastic. It has a great unnerving effectiveness that it just feels taut and suspenseful, and the tension just builds, and just there's so much good stuff in this film. There's such a great substance of emotion. The emotion is really what drives it, and this is like almost a 2.5-hour film. You might think like a deliberately paced drama like this, a deliberately paced thriller where there's not like action scenes or anything, would seem like it might lag somewhere or whatnot, but no. Every single minute has a purpose. It has a building block towards something. Every single minute of this film has a purpose. It has a substance. It builds towards character or emotion or story, the plot somewhere. It is a greatly, amazingly well-crafted film. This is absolutely the absolute best film I have seen all year. There is not a negative thing for me to say about this film. Everything is just so damn good. You can just see from how I'm talking about this film. It's just amazing. This is more than almost words can describe. But you can always go down in the description, read the full written review, get a little more substance, a little bit more what I think about some of the other aspects of the film. This is such an excellent piece of work that deserves your time and attention, your support, your dollar bills. I think this is a film that Hugh Jackman, even Gyllenhaal, they deserve Oscar nominations. Deakins shot the film, should get a nomination for shooting this film. I think this is incredible work from Denis Villeneuve. This is fantastic work. He jumps on my radar right now, just like Nicholas Winding Refn was with Drive. That affects me just as much. This affects me even more because this is so much deep, penetrating, visceral, raw emotion. This film just, it's riveting, it's electrifying, it's just, what other adjectives can I throw at this thing to convince you to go check out this film? Prisoners. Just go see it. That's all I can say about it. Just go see this film. There's so much good, amazing, incredible stuff in this film. Just go see it. And this actually ends up being the 199th written review from Forever Cinematic. Want to know what number 200 is? Michael Mann's Heat. It's in the works. It's coming soon. And until then, next week there's a special collector's edition DVD being released of John Carpenter's Prince of Darkness. And I intend to do a video special review of it, the whole disc. When it finally arrives, I had to order it online because it's not going to be carried in stores around here. So maybe a few days late, but I've got a few days to work on it. One of John Carpenter's underrated masterpieces, in my opinion. And you can check out that video when it hits sometime this coming week. And Prisoners, just go see it. This is a great film that deserves attention. This is a movie that just kind of comes out of nowhere. That you see the trailer, it looks like it would be a decently satisfying thriller, and you go into it and it blows you the living hell away. It becomes the best film you've seen the whole year, and you can just go check out the reviews. Go see the movie. Just go now. Don't wait for me. Don't wait for the end of the video. But if you do, post some comments, post some likes. What's your favorite Hugh Jackman film? What do you love Hugh Jackman from? Or Jake Gyllenhaal? What have you really been riveted by with his performances? I saw him way back in Donnie Darko, and this is the first film I've seen of him since then. I love seeing him in a nice, mature, harder edge role, and that's a fantastic performance from him. Jackman, amazing. So go check out this film. Check out all the links and all the comments, all that kind of stuff. Go see it. See you later. Bye.